Jeff from the Infirmary Report. Today, guys, the Minnesota Vikings are reeling after their starting quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, suffered a severe knee injury. Bridgewater was being drafted as about the 22nd quarterback in mock drafts and was poised to have a very big season. Although details are not yet known of the injury, we're going to bring in the fantasy doctor, Dr. Selene, Parekh, who's going to analyze some of the possibilities and give you his expectations.
This is Dr. Selene Parekh, the fantasy doctor. Striking news coming out of Vikings camp today where Teddy Bridgewater suffered from a knee injury that was a non-contact injury. Now, an ambulance was called on the scene. Players were reportedly on their knees praying, and supposedly it was a gruesome sight by reports. Now, we don't have a clear diagnosis yet, but what is obvious is that this is a big injury causing an ambulance to be called on the scene to take care of Teddy Bridgewater. At latest reports, he is sedated, getting an MRI. But from the sounds of it that are initially coming out, he may have a dislocated knee. Now let's talk about that because it's important to start thinking about these things. A dislocated knee is where your thigh bone and your shin bone come off each other. So the leg is actually hanging off the thigh bone. In order for that to occur, you need to have at least 2 of the ligaments of the knee tear. Now, that has occurred in the past in NFL players and even in college football players. And oftentimes these players can get back onto the playing field after a year or so with aggressive rehabilitation and reconstruction of the ligaments. Again, usually it's 2 ligaments or more. The bigger concern, and the one that we all are most concerned about, is damage to the nerve or the blood vessel. Now, damage to the blood vessel can be career and limb threatening. There are a number of reports of people who've had knee dislocations and the blood vessel is torn or compromised, leading to an amputation. Again, that's worst case scenario. I'm not saying Teddy Bridgewater has this, but it is something that we think about when we hear about knee dislocations. It doesn't happen very often, but again, something to think about. In addition, the bigger concern is the nerve and whether there is any nerve damage. Just think about Jalen Smith to know that nerve damage can delay or even end careers. And Jalen Smith continues to try to rehab from a nerve injury from a dislocated knee. So we will have much more clarity on this whole scenario as days go on. But for now, we know it's a gruesome knee injury. Sounds like a knee dislocation, the severity of which we will only know in the upcoming hours, days. This is Dr. Selene Parekh, the Fantasy Doctor.
Devastating news for Teddy Bridgewater. Hey guys, we're going to stay on top of this injury. As updates become available, we'll provide those to you and upload an additional injury board video. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up on it. Go subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, and we'll see you next time.